I remember once asking a serial entrepreneur what the three most important things are about a business. And he said simply, location, location, location. And indeed, pushing for location as the perfect location for the aerospace industry is Ontario in Canada. And we're joined now by Minister Vic Fedeli, who is the Minister of Economic Development, Job Creation and Trade. That's three very busy jobs to do, sir. Welcome to the programme. So what is it that's special about Ontario as a location for the aerospace industry?
Well, thank you, Alan, and thank you for hosting here today. Ontario has a very robust, a very resilient aerospace sector. We're the second largest in Canada, and there are 200 aerospace firms located here in Ontario. And these companies, they represent an aerospace workforce with tens of thousands of direct and indirect employees. And in fact, there are 40 post-secondary programs that focus on aerospace. So students with an interest in aviation and advanced manufacturing can continue their studying at the university or the college level. Ontario's aerospace industry is a significant contributor to the economy, with key strengths in assembly, landing gear, flight control systems, unmanned aerial vehicles, space robotics, communication systems. In fact, three of the top global landing gear companies produce full or major components in Ontario. And Alan, that's not all. Ontario is home to a multitude of large aerospace companies, including Bombardier, Airbus, Raytheon Technologies, Aerodevtech, Mitsubishi, Safran, Honeywell, and many, many more. We're very privileged to have a number of key partners in the aerospace sector. The Ontario Aerospace Council is made up of over 200 industry members, and its goal is to enhance recognition of the Ontario aerospace industry as a leader in global aerospace markets, build stronger capabilities in the industry to assure continued growth and prosperity, and act as a catalyst and facilitator to deliver value to its members. We also have the Downsview Aerospace Innovation and Research Hub. We call it DARE, and that is an industry academia collaborative. And their goal is to create an aerospace hub in Toronto to develop the next generation of talent and technology. So students from Centennial College Aerospace Program actually study in the DARE campus using state-of-the-art equipment and donated airplanes. And that's a long answer to a short question, but it gives you a pretty good snapshot of Ontario's aerospace ecosystem.
Okay, it's very good. But Montreal, of course, is well known for its aerospace heritage. So what is it that you have that would encourage international investors to expand their businesses in Ontario rather than Quebec?
Well, Ontario is one of the best places in the world for investors to expand and grow their business. There are a number of factors that make the province special and why global giants have already planted roots here. First and foremost, Ontario's talent pool is second to none. Better educated than any OECD country, 69% of Ontarians possess a post-secondary education, and the province's universities are some of the best in the world. Ontario is a top producer of STEM graduates. We have almost 50,000 annually. And while Ontario's homegrown talent is plentiful, the province also has a welcoming stance on immigration. And that's why the government has developed the Ontario Immigrant Nominee Program. And this allows foreign workers, international students, and others with the right skills, the right experience, and the right education to apply for a nomination for permanent residency in Ontario. And doing business in Ontario means being connected with the rest of the world. So only a short flight or drive to major U.S. hubs. Ontario is centrally located in the heart of North America, making global market truly accessible. Investing in the province is also a smart decision for companies looking to save on the cost of doing business. Ontario has one of the lowest corporate tax rates in all of North America. Not to mention, our government is committed to reducing regulatory burden placed on companies and have taken 200 actions since 2018 to reduce red tape. And lastly, the province has recently indicated we signal the creation of a new investment attraction agency called Invest Ontario. And this is going to be a one-stop shop for investors to seek business development and planning expertise. On Invest Ontario, it will be initially focused on promoting investment in 3 of the province's core strengths, one of which is advanced manufacturing, including aerospace. So Invest Ontario will bring a private sector approach to business development and build on the many benefits of Ontario, including high quality of life, world-class education and research institutions, a highly skilled and diverse workforce, strong and growing innovation sector, being a jurisdiction that is squarely focused on reducing red tape and lowering the cost of doing business.
So you talked earlier, Bombardier, Mitsubishi, and so on, the big companies. What about the smaller, the SMEs that are part of the supply chain? Are there opportunities, and what services are there for SMEs in Ontario?
Well, Alan, as part of the new Invest Ontario agency, domestic SMEs can also access a full suite of business offerings. The office can provide insight and intelligence on business and market opportunities, various incentives, talent, business immigration, and more. Our office can be engaged at any time of an investment or expansion project, right from the conception all through to the completion. So the Ontario government, we continue to work tirelessly in making business easier for all of our SMEs. For example, we cut the Ontario small business corporate income tax rate by 8.7% last year, reducing the rate to 3.2% just this past year. And we're encouraging capital investment by allowing business to write off capital costs on new equipment in their first year at an accelerated rate. That saves business almost $1 billion a year, by the way.
That's very impressive, actually. Now, I know one thing when I've been traveling around, the whole thing about made in Ontario, and products are getting out, parts are getting out around the world. But I guess it's also a source of pride in the province, isn't it? So does that make Canada more cost competitive when it comes to aerospace?
Yeah, our manufacturers, they're part of a global supply chain for virtually every passenger aircraft in the world. And the aerospace industry works closely with academia to develop and commercialize new products and processes. In fact, just last year, Ontario exported $3.38 billion in aerospace parts. But our real advantage when it comes to aerospace exports is quality. Ontario provides exceptional quality products at what most would consider to be competitively low prices. And lastly, our aerospace innovators are always looking towards the future. Today, Ontario researchers and engineers are developing new lightweight materials, software solutions that can help international buyers cut fuel costs, increase operating efficiencies, and improve on customer service.
And you mentioned the hub and so on. How easy is it for a company investing into Canada to actually access that hub? How easy is it to actually get the good people to come and join them?
I can tell you Ontario cities consistently rank among the best places to live and work in the world. We're proud of our affordable health care and our housing. Average healthcare costs are lower than many of our competitors, and our cities compare favorably with their North American peers when it comes to housing costs. And quite simply put, Alan, less money buys more living space in Ontario. And we're also fiercely multicultural. We have over 200 languages spoken, and the province is full of diverse pockets, including many regional Little Indias, Chinatowns, and the like. And
so, Minister, you're from Ontario, aren't you? So, you were brought up there. Give me a real flavour for it. What's it like as a place to live then?
It's beautiful. I can tell you that. It is absolutely beautiful. I live in a small northern Ontario town with lots of lakes and forests and hiking trails, but I also work in Toronto, which is a bustling city center, at one time the world's tallest building. So it's beautiful and a spectacular place to grow up, raise a family. And I really feel genuinely lucky to be able to split my time between small rural community where my wife and I live, and the bustling center of Toronto, where I spend the midweek working.
Now, COVID-19, of course, I know has affected Canada as it has everywhere else in the world, and I think I've seen you're coming out of it now. How badly affected is your industry, do you think? Do you think you're going to be coming back to speed again pretty soon?
Well, we hope so. Look, I certainly concur that the airline sector and the whole aerospace sector has been severely affected by COVID-19. But we know that we're resilient. I'm very confident that we'll soon start to see all of these organizations get back to work. What we really need to see, and we're not that we're rushing it in any way, shape, or form, are the borders to be opened for travel. And once that happens, and again, we're certainly not rushing it, given the numbers that are happening worldwide. But once the pandemic subsides and the borders are open, we know that the sector will begin to rebound, and that means we can start seeing our MROs busy again and all of the manufacturers busy again. We know that that'll happen.
Well, Minister Vic Fedeli, Minister of Economic Development, Job Creation and Trade, I wish you all the good luck in getting back to normal there in Ontario, and it certainly sounds like a great place to live. So thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much, Alan.